Alright, chat, YouTube, it's Tactic Time, this time with another new card from Secrets of Strixhaven, this time Exhibition Tidecaller, which is a 1-mana O2. This is whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mills 3 cards. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, they mill 10 cards instead. So it's essentially just another copy of Crab. I've got our other 8 Crabs, 3 Preordains, 1 Visions, 4 Surgical, 4 Fatal Push, Interaction, Graveyard Hate, Card Selection. Then we've got Drawn in the Loch, which is also a modal counterspell removal spell for this deck. Tasha's Fractured Sanity as additional mill spells, and then we've got Archetype Trap at the top end. Then we have Field of Ruin in our mana base, as well as Huckleberry Finn, aka Oboro. And then we've got Otawara, Shelldock Isle as additional utility lands, a couple of copies of Undercity Sewers, and a Secret Stupor. Sideboard wise, Consign a Memory for any shuffle all draws that our opponent has, or Endurance, or just Tron in general. We have Feed the Cycle for removal spell, Crypt Incursion for life gain against the creature heavy decks, Toxic Deluge is a sweeper, Leyline in the Void against the graveyard heavy decks, Meathook Massacre for energy as well, and then Profane Memento also for the creature heavy decks that are trying to burn us out like Prowess. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright. Crabs and Tidecallers. Oh, at the last Pro Tour. Gotcha, I see. Let's lead on our O2 Crab, and then we can go other Crab into Tidecaller maybe. Yeah, I would try Blink. See if Blink uh fits your bill. That's a lot of crabs. Oh, we're playing against Zoo. I think I just pass. No, I should play the crab, right? Kind of tempting just to pass, though. One of the Pro Tours is modern. The one next week is standard. Or I guess in 2 weeks. The one in 2 weeks is standard, and then the one after that's modern. And oh boy, do I have to play a lot of standard. You never saw me again. I disappeared into the night. Tasha's not very good in this matchup because of Scion. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of crabs. It's one of the best mill draws I think I've ever seen. It's got to be like top 10% mill draws. All crabbed up on a Wednesday. Profane Memento, consigned to memory is probably fine. Maybe like 2 or 3 copies. Crypt Incursion could be okay. Toxic Deluge, Feed the Cycle are all fine. I guess I take the Crypt Incursion. I'm gonna go down to like 2 surgicals. Tasha's out. Actually, I don't even think I need surgical at all. If I'm playing Crypt Incursion. Oh, not Meathook, sorry. Maybe 1. Consign is good, but I don't know if I want more than 2. Maybe I don't even bother with Consign. try that. It's a lot of Drowning Loch. Drowning Loch's a weird one. Yeah, Vi's pretty much just prowess. Maybe I should have played with 3 Crab and tried to block this, but it's really bad if they have like Leyline binding. Hmm. I don't really want that at this point. I'm looking for lands. My Crab. I just have to race this thing, which is probably going to be pretty difficult. Cracking this fetch is pretty bad for me too. I'm going to have to do it though, but it reduces it to 2 turn clock. I don't have to do it right this second. Now I want a Crypt Incursion. Profane Memento would be nice. Any source of life gain, really. Yeah, it's just kind of a crusher of a deck when they do have it. I can also not fetch here. I think it's too important for me to fetch. Maybe they have an answer to the Crab. I don't know. Bolts the Crab. Big sad. Oh, it kind of screwed. Let's make this change of -2 drowns, +2 consigns. I kind of like that Fellier Riddler Zoo list that we brewed up. It's kind of nice. I think with Crypt Incursion, I don't need more than just the Singleton Surgical, because the only thing I'm trying to surgical is Flash. With that in mind, I'm not sure I need more than 1 surgical. Sure, this hand is acceptable. I try to draw a Consign in memory. Or another crab, evidently. Too many. Oh, I know this song. I love The Legend of Zelda. You monster. The frick? I think I need to cycle this. It was surgical. Okay. Well, that'd be nice if they have flage. What if teeth moaned sensually when you brushed them? That reminds me. I gotta pay out the prediction. Congrats, believers. You have a favorite deck of Modern right now? You're always playing different things. I don't think I currently have a favorite Modern deck. I was just thinking about that too. Like, if I were playing a Modern tournament tomorrow, what deck would I be playing? Honestly, I'm not sure I have a good answer to that question. I like blue-white control, but I don't think blue-white control is that good after playing it some more. It's fun, though. I like Storm. I like Blue-Black Frog, but I don't think Blue-Black Frog is, like, the sauce, really. I was actually just looking at decks I've registered in a Pro Tour setting, and I've registered Simic, and Jund as my Pro Tour decks. Bye-bye, Crab. Hmm. Opponent's deck would be base fed Valakut in it. True. Can't believe we sniped a Flage out of their hand. That's kind of lucky. Time walk you. Now, I'm not sure what I'd play if I had a Modern tournament tomorrow. I think I'd have to do a lot of thinking. I think some sort of like black-white blink might be good right now if energy's everywhere. Which then is like, if black-white blink's good, Esper blink is probably good. I'm hoping something from Secrets of Strixhaven creates a new modern deck or revitalizes an old archetype. And that makes me want to play that archetype. I think we do this, and then we Archive Trap, and then we sink the Ragavan at the beginning of combat. And then Fractured Sanity should seal the deal. Register energy, win, and then sign off for the rest of the season. Okay. The decision trees that come out of Esper Blink versus Jeskai Blink are a little bit different. Flage adds a pretty big dynamic when assessing the lines of Jeskai Blink versus Esper Blink. Also, those decks play a lot of different cards between the two of them. Honestly, that Mardu Blink deck that we saw at the doghouse looked really sweet. That deck I have a lot of interest in trying. Yeah, that Martyr Blink deck was like beautiful. Pretty much it's just like choose between Riddler or choose between Riddler or Flage. Riddler, Flage, or Overlord is your little triangle of blink stuff. And decide what you want to play him. Yeah, this card's pretty good against Drown in the Loch. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know why Moonshadow triggers itself. It's like the same reason why Kappa triggers itself. I rented the Martyr Blink deck and it felt sick, but I ended up doing terrible in the league. I think it needs some refinement for sure. Like, I'm not sure Ketramos is where you want to be with a shell like that. Yeah, Drown in the Loch's not very good against Frog because no matter how many cards they have in the graveyard, they could always discard down to a multiple of 3 and then exile all the cards out of the graveyard. Yeah, I do think Ketramos is pretty terrible, if I'm being honest. Ketramos is fucking sweet. That I agree. But even when we were watching the matches at the doghouse, Ketramos didn't really look like it was doing anything except for like against Jeskai control when their opponent cast Supreme Verdict and then it didn't die to Supreme Verdict. Other than that, it didn't really seem like it did a lot. I definitely think I excel with mid-range decks though, as a player. So anytime I get to play mid-range deck, I'm pretty happy. Just not a lot of mid-range decks exist in this format, so I'm kind of with you, Ambivalency. Of like, you just have to choose one of the 3 blink decks or energy. Storm seems fine right now too. I could also play Storm because I've, did pretty well in RC with Storm. Yeah, I would say that the next ban list is probably going to be impactful for Modern. But then again, I said that about the last 2 ban lists and nothing's happened, so we'll see. We got Living In, baby, let's go. Birthing Pod is just too powerful. I mean, they gotta do something eventually, right? Well, I guess they don't have to, but they should do something eventually. Because, I don't know, I feel like it's like, oh, we didn't unban anything because Modern RCQ season is coming up. And it's like, all right, we didn't ban anything because we're in the middle of Modern RCQ season. It's like, okay, well, at some point, you're going to have to make a decision to if you want to unban or ban something. It just doesn't seem like they want to. That's what it really comes down to. Which is fine. A little sad, but fine. Stub. I'm gonna die. I'm kind of getting frogged on. And there's not too much I could do about it. I think I'm still gonna die. And draw another removal spell. I'm actually just dead because I don't have a base to go fetch. Becoming a Zeboni driver every day of my life. I don't think I have a single good sideboard card here. Aside from, like, maybe Feed the Cycle. We'll try it. Although Surgical seems good in the matchup because they have a bunch of creatures, so I don't even know if I want to take that out. How do I stop counter magic from ruining my everything? Leyline shuts off Shadow. True. 10's decent. Not sure if that was the right thing to put back. My crab. Alright, bye-bye, crab. Bye-bye, buddy. I love that crab like it was my own child. He was gonna go to college and get a degree and be so successful. And now he's dead. Not really dead, but dead. First of his family, even. Bin's a street wraith. I think I want a surgical oculus. What do you think, chat? I think draw step surgical oculus is gonna be good here. I could also surgical frog. Let's hit the oculus. I'm semi-convinced that they don't have a frog in hand. They have Fatal Push, Mystical Dispute, Street Wraith. They have 3 frogs. Alright, the only way to win the game is 3 frogs and a subtlety. That's the next BNR. I think it's before the Modern Pro Tour in July. So, May or June, maybe? May 18th. I don't really want to play this Tasha's Hideous Laughter into their Mystical Dispute. Although I think this dispute's going to be good for a while. I have a Fatal Push in their hand. I think I just pass. That Fatal Push, Mystical Dispute, Unknown, Unknown. Ah, yes. 2 Tidecolors. Pretty happy to have gotten a Mystical Dispute out of their hand for one of those. I don't think I care about keeping the Tidecolor alive. Ooh, Shelldock Isle. It's not a bad one. I think we're just going to be super patient here. Yeah, I'm not sure Storm Chaser's talent's going to survive until the next BNR. That card's kind of... I slept poorly on the plane, chat, and now I have like a kink in my neck. Terrible. I think we drown this. Try to preserve some of our mill spells. Why is it putting me in full control mode? Stop that. I'm working with a ragtag group of people from some from SoCal, some from EU, but we're called the Drawing Board. It's not a small team in particular, but it's just like a lot of people that couldn't find a team in the same place. This guy Christian Baker, Kellen Pastor, of course. Got the leftover boys from Flex Slot. Defoe. I don't remember his full name. I think it's William Defoe. No, what's his name? I don't know. I love Kellen. Kellen's so good. He streams a lot of Arena Standard. I don't actually know his full name though. Defoe. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna drown the Loch to counterspell. As you can see, it is Stupor. It's probably gonna get countered by a stub nonetheless. This is gonna grow the Moon Shadow, sadly. I think we save this and play around Mystical Dispute. Is this gonna be good enough? Originally, our team name was gonna be the Four Horsemen, because I'm pretty sure DeFore started it. And then we ended up changing our deck name, or our team name. I think the Four Horsemen goes stupid hard, though. Dingo plus randoms. You have to tell her when everyone's playing because it's open deck list. Oh, true. You got a point there. The homies. We should name ourselves Team Flex Slot Diamond. Wait a minute. That's a great name. It's a lot of crabs. Not gonna deploy a crab out here, though. Mills me with Dot Scour. Show me one of your finest frogs. No frog. I would like them to tap out for a threat so I can start deploying these crabs. Jigs up. I got crabs. Takes the fatal push. Okay. That makes sense. Leaves me with crab, crab, crab. Well, we have option. Crab. Crab. Land. Crab. Your turn. We're racing. Crab, crab, crab. Crab, crab, crab. Crab. Alright, let's see if they have Unearth or anything. Flies the frog. Checks out. No lesions and no bile blight. No toxic deluge. None of that. What are they gonna do? Toxic deluge? Crab. Mystical dispute. My crab. How am I supposed to play around that? Like they probably have a stub. If they discard their entire hand, they could block me in 2 turns. It's kind of risky for them, though. Timing on this fatal push is going to be very important. We have to pick our spot pretty carefully here. Moon Shadow. Alright, well that's good enough for me to just fire out the fatal push. I have a stub. $13 plus 6. I actually think we win here. Depending on what they hit anyways. I think I can just spin that. Because I have the Oboro here. No. Yeah.
It's messed up. This is from apparently Shining Force 3. Not a Pokemon song. But it says at the top of the stream under the sponsors up there. It does sound like a Pokemon song, though. You're not wrong about that. Last seen playing Blue-Red of the Prowess variety. Don't you kill my crab. Nice. Didn't kill my crab. Surprised I didn't hit Delirium. One match where Crabbington lives. Looks like Crabbington is gonna live. You're gonna be okay, Crab. 2 bolts down. I hope you charge Zeriak extra. I should. I should, dang nabbit. I have a cutter and an expressive iteration as well. Now they had a mutagenic in their hand, so I can't block. Could take the cutter out of their hand, though. Bummer. Just really banking on drawing a land here. I don't think I need to take this one out of the graveyard. I drew a Lavadar and mutagenic and expressive iteration. I'm in danger. Taking a lot of damage this turn. This is a Kirby song. It sounds like a remix of a Kirby song to me. Tasha's might just kill them. Which I hope is the case, because otherwise I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yeah, the 6 shots and the cutters are gone, so if I don't draw a land, I'm dead. Land. Scheisse. Scheisse, Shimata. Oh god, I'm a dead. Okay, well. Don't kill me. Kills me. It's supposed to be the good matchup, too. And it's kind of concerning if we don't win the good matchup. It was a good matchup if you have Tasha's. Times a million. I guess this build not so much. Titan's a good matchup. Zoo's a good matchup. Storm does make sense as a good matchup as well. Pretty much any combo deck Mill's really good against. Neoform, Titan, Storm, Belcher. They're all fantastic matchups. I would say Reanimator decks are probably good matchups too, but we just lost the one. I think it depends on how much counter magic they're playing. Most Reanimator lists aren't on that much counter magic, but our opponent had a lot of counter magic. More pushes, don't mind if I do. Push. What are the bad matchups? Anything playing Flage is a bad matchup. Energy is not good at all. Prowess apparently is not very good. I feel like you can build your deck to be prowess, but then you're like much worse against a lot of other things. Flage and Arena of Glory are probably this deck's two biggest banes, though. I should probably crack this now. I think Prowess could be a good matchup if you build your deck with a lot of Tashas in it. But then if you build your deck with a lot of Tashas in it, you're a lot worse against decks like Blink, because they have so many Riddlers and whatnot. Expensive spells. Jet Set Radio. Could just sacrifice this to Lava Dart. Ooh. Do they have Spell Pierce? I hope not. Alright, well that seems good for us. Cutter Slick Shot. 17's kind of low. They have Murktide in post board though. I guess this matchup becomes as post board, huh? You're really leveraging Tasha's, and then when they bring in Murktide, it's like a 7 CMC card. Not great for you. I only see one spell pierce. Both spell pierces are gone. Oh, I'm dead. His hand's good. It's either Fatal Push or Surgical. I think I'd rather have the Surgical underneath there. I always jund with Mill. Deck feels like it's so matchup dependent that it makes sense that I would jund every time. I've been junding with everything today though, so add it to the jund list. The long list of jund. Probably the Martyr Blink list. Mana Tithe and Lightning Bolt. I guess it's creativity actually. Elegant Parlor Surveil. Leaves it on top. I think we've started every one of these leagues at the same record. I think we started all three of these leagues at 1-2 and then 3-2. Scoops to the second crab. I think we're just down to submit. This matchup's horrible for creativity. Absolutely horrible. Mostly because they're a combo deck. They can win, but it's very difficult for them to win. They might have Embercool on the sideboard, but most lists don't anymore. We'll find out shortly. It's bad for creativity because creativity typically only has like 1 or 2 targets, and if you can mill them out and surgical them, then they kind of just die. Their deck doesn't do a lot. They kind of just have to win with Fable the Mirror Breaker after that. Yeah, they also don't have a clock, so surgical on their threats is extra good because they don't really have any backup plan most of the time. Or at least one that provides a meaningful clock. No crabs in my opener. It was a fine 7. Maybe it was greedy to mulligan it, because now we just mulligan to Oblivion here. I was like close 7 that I wanted to mulligan for a crab into unplayable 6-5. And this is how creativity can win. Yeah, we 3-2 to the Wizards list. It was cool. I was doing some fun stuff. I would say like the Emeritus Persist game plan felt very powerful, and everything else the deck was doing felt a little bit meh. But I also don't think you need the red cards to have a successful Persist plan. Fable. Pending. Bye-bye, Crab. You'll be missed. What's up, DZ? Picks up Elegant Parlor. I think it's a top as well. I might take creativity. We'll see what we cycle into. See if they Dwarven Mine here. Iona, Valgavoth. Kind of a bunch of trash in their deck. Iron Bolts are kind of scary. 14, this is 13. Dang, they did have a basic planes. I should have looked for that when I was peering through their deck list. I don't think it's gonna make a difference though. They need Reprieve or Mana Tithe here. We draw a land, we get around Mana Tithe. And 2 of their Reprieves are gone. I guess Mystical Dispute is pretty good too. If I was paying more attention or wanting to commit more time, I could like snip their deck list and looked at everything that they had. Nice. No, yeah, we won on the Molda 4. I'm pretty surprised. Everything is Jund but Jund. Here's my Exhibition Tidecaller. Your turn. Mountain. Crab. Polluted Delta. Target you. Save targets. Always yield. Oh, they're playing Storm. Take this round in the lock. Got him. 0. It's kind of scary if that thing flips. Because they could kill all my threats with it. Declines the flip. Okay. I hit a grape shot, which can also kill all my threats. And I don't appreciate. But they actually did not go for the grape shot. I don't know if I agree with them here. Falcon Awakening Ruby Medallion. Ready for RCQ season? Should have done this first. I actually made a mistake here. They could wish for a Past in Flames, but getting rid of the Past in Flames is going to be important here. Artist Talents, Rend Resolve. Okay. Ritual, Rend Resolve. Play the Ruby Medallion. And they can play Valakut Awakening as a land too. Man, let me VIP you, Peter. I'll peep your list in a sec here, sorry. Welcome to the VIP squad. Can you throw I Wasn't a Believer? What happens if I... Hold on. For science, I'm going to hit the concede game button after my opponent... After my opponent already won game 1. Hold on. I don't know what happens. I think I just broke the game. I don't think it did anything. I was hoping I would go straight into game 3 because that'd be hilarious. I don't think it did anything. I tried, Timmy. I tried my best. What is this list? Mathemagic one shot. Gene Pollinator, Krang, Memory Guardian, Pinnacle Emissary, Ravenous Robots, Mathemagics. Cryogen Relic, Grim Bauble, Radiant Lotus, Repurposing Base, Springleaf Drum, Boom Mobile. Ah, I see. This is your 5-drop. Your 5-drop's Memory Guardian. This is cool. Oh, do we believe in our one-lander? I believe in our one-lander. I like what you're doing here, because you're trying to repurposing Bay into Boommobile, into Memory Guardian, into Radiant Lotus, sacrifice all your artifacts, and then Math and Magic have your opponent deck out. It's pretty neat. Not sure it's gonna work very often, mostly because you're playing an artifact deck in a Wrath of the Skies format. It's cool. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting as well. It's probably like bad in the current meta, but fun. It's a standard deck? Wait a minute. Holy schmoly. I didn't realize this was a standard deck. I wonder how much better you can make this in Modern. Do you have Moxo Pool? You probably have some better stuff to like chain up to as well. Alright. Chat. Every deck's done.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.